They don't want to make good games anymore. So real quick background if you have no idea what's going on. Amazon made a game studio, and their first flagship title is going to be an MMO in 2021. This MMO is called New World, and everybody's initial thought on it was an MMO coming out really fast by a brand new game developer in 2021. Just sounds terrible. This sounds like it's doomed to fail. This sounds like, why are you making this? And everyone was skeptical about New World. They had no idea what to expect, and they just thought, this is probably gonna suck. And as time went by, the developers proved themselves to be people, transparent. They, were still on Amazon's dime, so they were on a tight leash, and they could only say so much, but they still said something. They talked to their community. They changed their game for the community's specifications. I'm pretty sure they completely redesigned the game's philosophy like 2 times. And people played the beta, big influencers played it, and people actually started looking like they were enjoying this game. And they thought, you know what? Yeah, a new MMO, this is gonna be lit. New World looks like it's gonna be lit. And it was announced, like its release date was announced in a couple months. I think in like 1 or 2 months, release date right here. And people are getting hyped. There's a fucking trailer, like a full release trailer. And everybody's like, oh my God, it's coming out. It's new, it's blue, and it's gonna be awesome. And then there was a leak. So New World had a non-disclosure agreement, private forum for people to, talk about the game who were in the alpha, but, weren't allowed to talk to it with anybody else because of NDA. And there was a leak from that forum about them implementing a shop, like an in-game shop, like a microtransaction shop, like an in-game purchases shop in a game that you have to buy. Okay, so that's red flag number 1. What was in this shop? Okay, well, the post said the shop would have skins, dyes, currency, and boosts. So, I don't know what your philosophy is for microtransactions, but mine is this. They're all bad. They all devalue the game. All of them. And if it's a free game, then I guess it doesn't have any value in the first place, so who cares if you devalue it? But you have to buy this game, you have to invest time to level your character, and you have to invest time to get good and cool looking armor. And they're devaluing all of that by adding boosts that level you up faster, armor that makes you look cooler, dyes that also make you look cooler, and selling currency, I think. I'm not really sure what this means. Like company seals, I couldn't really find anything on it. Maybe I didn't research it enough. Either way, it's that you would get from grinding, and you can just buy it. And everybody started losing their shit. They're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, the game's just about to come out and you're dropping this on us right before it comes out? Like, why? Why? We were so ready for it to be good, and now you're telling us it's gonna be shit. Why are you doing this? So what did New World say? Well, they went on Twitter and they fucking doubled down. They were like, listen, yeah, we're gonna have a shop. All right, we're gonna have a fucking shop and we're gonna sell you boosts. You know why we're gonna sell you boosts? Because we're helping out the little guy. We're helping out the little guy who can only play this video game once a week because he has 19 kids and he works 3 jobs and he's somebody else's sex slave on the side. Like, we're helping him out. He really wants to play New World all the time, but he's so busy, those other every single day, every single hour, every day, except for 1 hour, 1 day a week. They're for him. And, no, I ain't buying that. They're not for him. They're for Amazon. They're for lining pockets. They're for profit margins. They're for shareholders. They're just straight up to make more money. For example, one of the things that they're offering to sell, a rested experience boost, is talking about paying for convenience, right? Well, 2 things. Paying for convenience, or quality of life, is something MMOs usually add as they get older to, you know, rectify an old antiquated decision that doesn't really make sense anymore with how the game's developed. For example, in classic WoW, you would fly around through little scripted roller coaster like fair ride flight paths. They take a really, really long time, but I guess they kind of looked cool, I guess. Well, as years went by, and they even destroyed the old world, and they realized that nobody gives a damn about looking at these low poly assets, they just made the flight paths go directly to where you wanted to fly to. There's no bullshit, there's no weaving around through craters and stuff to waste your time. You know, you just go straight to the flight point. Because they realized it was a waste of time, and it was a quality of life choice to fix it. You know, you wouldn't just do something stupid like making flying points incredibly far away from each other and incredibly inconvenient just to waste people's time so that they can do less. Anyways, quality of life are fixes that you change over time. It's like, you know what, that decision we made 3 years ago doesn't make sense anymore. Let's change it for quality of life. But the game's not out yet, okay? How can you sell somebody quality of life changes when the game's not out yet? Why not just change the game to be better and higher quality? Even considering selling quality of life anything before the game comes out is basically just saying we're gonna f the game and then sell you the solution. Perfect example. One of the things they said they might sell are rested experience boosts. You know, rested experience, you log off for a while, you get rested experience, makes you level up faster. They nerfed rested experience a couple months ago in the alpha. And now they're selling you the unnerfed version of the rested experience. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Destiny 2 a couple years ago, when to get their free loot boxes, you had to level up after you hit max level. And it would say 40,000 experience every single time you leveled. Like, yeah, new level, 40,000 experience. New level, 40,000 experience. But those levels were actually longer because you'd get less experience from everything. So they were actually throttling you to make it take longer, to make you get frustrated, to make you want to spend money. But then we look over at TBC Classic. All right, I'm pretty sure everybody watching this video knows what's up with TBC Classic. It's a faithful enough re-release and remake and remaster of the Burning Crusade expansion. You know, you carry over your characters from Classic WoW and you play TBC on them. But they're adding a few changes, you know, like giving Seal of Blood to both sides, you know, maybe changing itemization a little bit, you know, whatever. But they're also selling level boosts, and they're also selling f***ing store mounts. How are they getting away with this? How are they getting away with this? Right? This is ridiculous. A level boost is straight up, what is it, $30? $40? Let's do some math. Let's say it's $40, right? Let's say it's $40 to buy a level boost, and you work a job where you make $7.25 an hour. All right, after tax, you make like $6 an hour. So like in one 8-hour shift at your minimum wage job, you'd have more than enough money to buy a boost, which will boost you to level 58, which takes about anywhere from 7 to 10 days played. All right, I just got my paladin max level. That took 10 days played because he's, you know, a paladin. So how many hours is in 10 days of playtime? Well, 10 times 24 is 240. 240 hours compared to your one shift at your McDonald's job of 8 hours. Which one are you going to choose? You waste 240 hours of your life sitting in front of a computer doing something you barely enjoy, or go to your job you're already going to and go, that's just 8 hours, and spend $40 to skip past it. Which one are you going to choose? It completely ruins the classic experience. But they're able to get away with it because nobody wants to play classic TBC to level. They want to play it for the end game. They want to play it for their nostalgia. They want to play it for the fun times they had back in 2007 with the boys when they were doing Gruul's Lair, or Magtheridon's Lair, or whatever the f it's called, Karazhan. And they can get away with it. They're Blizzard. They're a video game company. They have their claws so deep in my skin that I'm pretty sure I can feel one scratching my back right now trying to reach my fucking wallet. So yeah, they can get away with it because they're Blizzard and they know they have people hooked and they know people are only playing TBC for the end game, so they don't care if they completely cut out the leveling from 1 to 58 because their players wouldn't care enough to boycott the game. They can get away with it. But New World can't. It can't. It can't. Okay? I'm not gonna fucking play it if it's trash. He's not gonna play it if it's trash. You're probably not gonna fucking play it if it's trash. The thing Amazon Game Studios is missing is what I have dubbed the optimization of monetization. So here's how it works. Blizzard is like a level 60 warrior full Nax gear, but like not a full tier set, but like that weird ass clown suit of gear that makes them look really fucking stupid, but makes them do a ton of damage. Alright? That is Blizzard with making money. Okay? Amazon Game Studios with, you know, making money from monetized video game purchases. You know, like, them making money from selling packages, they're like some fucking level 80 boss. But like, them making money through loot boxes and shit like that, they're like a level 60 just freshly capped Ret Paladin that took 10 days of playtime and now you can boost past it. Right? They don't have the total 15 years of optimization and spreadsheets that World of Warcraft does when it comes to their in-game monetization. I mean, think about it, alright? World of Warcraft started off, and you bought it for like what was it, like $40 to buy base World of Warcraft, and then another $15 a sub, or like it was $45 and $15, so $60 total, and then pay $15 every month. Okay, so they're already making more money than any other fucking game. They get their $60 up front, and then they make another $15 every month. Then their expansion pack comes down 2 years down the line, and that's another $45. And then they have trading cards, which you can buy to maybe get a mount inside of the game. So there's some random booster packs of $5 going on in there. And then the next expansion comes out, and then that's another $45. And then, what do you know? Activision steps in, and they're like, son, and they're looking at you, and you're wearing your like fucking Molten Core gear. And it's like, you could be doing so much better. And they show Blizzard. They show Blizzard the truth. And they introduce store mounts, and they introduce fucking pets for sale, and then the years go by, and then there's Recruit a Friend, which actually happened before this, and now that leads us to today, where there's a shit ton of store mounts, toys on the store, pets for sale, there's the sub fee, you have to buy the game, then you have to buy the expansion immediately after buying the game, and then you have to buy the fucking character cloning in TBC, and then you have to buy a fucking boost. And then you just have to sit there with your $7,000 spent, paying another $15 every fucking month, and go, I love this game. And then Amazon. Why do you think Amazon's first flagship title in 2021 was an MMO? You think that was just because they wanted to? Because they were fucking feeling it? They were like, you know what? You know what's really popular in 2021? MMOs. Those are fucking popular. No. Just because they saw like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that 30-year-old men who work full-time jobs and have a ton of disposable income play your video game, and you have them paying for it every month, and then every 2 years you get another $40 out of them, and then you get $60 whenever you first get them, and then you fucking re-release the game, which you do almost no work to pull out, and then you do almost no work to keep it maintained, and you can charge them on that multiple times. And they'd take more money if they could. The character clone got reduced to $15 from $35. It was $35, but they changed it to $15 because people yelled at them too much. Okay? This is hyper fucking optimized, level 60 warrior, full clown suit, max Nax Ramus, fucking classic WoW geared monetization by Blizzard. Alright? And Amazon wants this. They fucking need this. They are like, I need a WoW now. They don't want a Fortnite. They don't want a whatever. They're like, you know what? I want a World of Warcraft. And it's not gonna work for them. It's just not gonna fucking work for them because they're like, yeah, this game's cool. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be PvP. PvP's fucking cool, right? Oh shit, PvP's not cool. Okay, it's gonna be PvE. It's gonna be a PvE game. Okay, yeah, well, dungeons. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking dungeon. It's gonna be a sandbox. I mean, it's gonna be a fucking theme park MMO, and it's gonna be really cool. And you don't have to pay a sub fee. You don't have to pay a sub fee. You do have to buy the box though, but you don't have to pay a sub fee. And there's gonna be a fucking store. There's gonna be a fucking store. Moral of the story. Moral of the story. If New World fucking sucks, I'm not gonna fucking play it. I'm broke. YouTube doesn't pay me, and I have a Patreon now.